Alrighty, so now let's talk about channel points. So you're going to go back to the top right hand corner on your profile photo, go back to Creator Dashboard, and then again on the left hand side, instead of going to Preferences, go to Viewer Rewards, and the first one is going to be Channel Points. So you can choose to have this enabled or not. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you have it enabled, even if you only use the default options. Um, I would absolutely toggle this on like it is here. Um, the reason why is because channel points are a way for your viewers to engage and interact with you and your stream. And that's really the reason that people come to streams. That's one of the biggest reasons that they come, right? They want to not only watch you, but also engage with you and be part of the stream themselves. So um, so we'll get to managing the actual rewards and challenges themselves. But first, let's talk about customizing it. So here on yours, if you haven't customized yours yet, what yours will probably say is just channel points. And then here, instead of this little kitty, it'll be like a bubble. Those are like the default things. I have this little kitty cat theme on my channel, so I changed mine to toe beans instead of channel points, and I have my personalized little emote here, right? So if you click on it, you can come here and you can change the name of your points to whatever you want. And then here, the same way that you would do it with your sub badges and your emotes and stuff like that, um, you would upload the little emote photo that you would want here. Again, in the different sizes that Twitch asks for. Um, and then, yeah, and that's pretty much it. Down here, it'll show you, oops, down here, it'll show you what it looks like to your viewers. This is important not only because of the color scheme, but also because of the size. A lot of emotes might not work in the size that they are. Your viewers might not be able to see it as clearly as you would in a big picture like this, right? So it's nice that they give you a little preview. So you would just click save here and it would get updated. So let's go back. Now to manage the actual challenges and rewards themselves. There are community challenges. We'll get to that at the end because that's something actually that takes a little more explaining. But first, we're going to skip down to the default rewards because these are a little bit easier to explain. So here, I've already customized this one, so I'm going to skip this and go to one that has not been customized. This is a default Twitch um, like reward, channel point reward. So this one says unlock a random sub emote. So this one would cost a viewer 320 channel points. Channel points are sort of gained by watching your channel, the amount of time that somebody spends on your channel. I think it's every 5 minutes they gain 10 points. And then if they are actively watching, they'll get this little notification that says, like, click on this little box. If they click it, they get an extra 50 points. So that means that for somebody who's lurking and not actually paying attention to the stream, they will continue only getting 10 channel points every 5 minutes. But for someone who's actively watching, they can get up to 60 channel points every 5 minutes. You also get more channel points if you follow. I think it's like something like 300 channel points just for following, like 500 for your first time subscription. I think it's like 100 or maybe more than that for the first time you cheer, things like that. They incentivize it, so you get more channel points. So you have this little bank of channel points, and for this particular reward, the person would have to spend 320 bits, or not bits, sorry, channel points. So then You have a bunch of different ones. You can modify an emote. You can unlock an emote to use just for that day. You can send messages in sub-only mode, things like that. You also have, this is the one that I chose, highlight my message, and I have it toggled on here. I'm not using any of these. I have all these toggled off, and this one costs 100 points. So if I wanted to change this, right? If I wanted to increase the price, or I wanted to change the name of the reward, or like I have done, if I want to change the emote and the color around it, I go over here to edit. Here, you see a summary of what it's going to look like at the end, but you can change the cost. Let's say that everybody's highlighting their messages. It's happening way too often. It's not special. I don't like how often it's happening. I'm going to increase it to 1,000 points. Now, now people have to, be a little bit more sparing, use their channel points more sparingly, right? They're not going to use the highlight as often as they had been. I'm not actually going to do that, so I'm going to go back to 100. You can turn on smart cost, and this will actually, like, the more people you have in your chat, it will increase the cost of your rewards. I don't really care about that. I don't think that that's a good idea for my personal channel with the kind of people that I have viewing and the amount of chatters that I have. I don't think I need that. Again, up to you. And then here, if you wanted to change the icon, you can upload an emote. Same thing. It has to have the specific re requirements that Twitch asks for. And then for the background color, again, I'm using that same pink that you see throughout my entire channel. I didn't edit anything, so I'm going to cancel. Anyway, so you can go back up, scroll back up, and these are actually custom rewards. So these are not the ones that Twitch has created for us. These are ones that I decided to create myself. So in order to make a new one, you would go all the way down and put add new custom reward. You can put the name here, the description here, whether the person is required to enter text, and we'll get to that in a second, and then how much it costs. You'll also be able to keep scrolling down and customize it the same way you could customize the other icons by uploading a photo and changing the background color. So this part, require viewer to enter text. This is important for some things, like one of mine is banning an in-game action. So if somebody just redeems ban an in-game action and that's all it says, I don't know what action they are banning, right? And they might forget to tell me. I've done this myself. I did this the other day on my friend's stream. So if you make them put something in, they can't redeem this particular reward unless they also type something in. So they could click on, ban in-game action, and then they have to type in no jumping or no shooting or whatever it is that they want to do. So let's cancel this. So, oh, here it is. Ha! Ban an in-game action. So you can see that in all of mine, I have little emotes, little icons rather, that are specific to the items that I want. And it is important to put a description of exactly what that means. So this reward name is dehydrate. What does that mean though, right? So this says, make me take a sip of my adult beverage, 10 dehydrates equals 1 full drink. So that lets people know exactly what it means and exactly why I have it on there. I have mine set up so that all the pink ones are just kind of like regular things that they can redeem all the time. My purple ones, however, are the ones that have to do with drinking adult beverages. So like I just went over that dehydrate one. That one makes me take a sip of my drink. This no cursing one also, for every curse word I say, I have to down 1/3 of my adult beverage. I have those purple specifically so that it's easier for me to let people know, hey, if you're trying to make me drink click on the purple icons. Those are the channel points that you want to redeem. And it makes it easier for me to toggle these off on days that I'm not drinking. So those are like some important things before you stream. Make sure that you have the rewards that you're okay with doing enabled. And if you're not okay with doing something that day, disable them. Rather than having a bunch of people, redeeming these rewards and then you being like, oh no, sorry, I can't, I'm not drinking today. And hey, look, they just spent 1,000 channel points on me. So just something to think about. You know what I mean?